Hi everybody, it's Deanna with toolsofenergyprotection.com, your energy shift expert, here to help you to navigate the shifting energies on what's being presented to us right now on the planet. And here comes the eclipse. This is such a beautiful time. I would very much love it if you would share this, whether you're on with me live or if you find it later. I'd like for you to share this because my ideal outcome is to get the word out about the eclipse and the beautiful, divine, loving energy that's happening. I would like for you to be an agent to dispel fear. Dispel it. Please help me to do that by sharing this video, because there's no need for all this fear that's going on, and it really makes me angry that people are taking advantage of the eclipse as a way to spread fear. Ooh. Okay, here's the bottom line. About 2 or 3 months ago, the 7th, 8th, and 9th dimensional levels were open to us in frequency. Those are the frequencies of high divine love, and they were opened. And that divine love began to shower down over all of us that exist on this planet in this dimension. And a lot of people felt oppressed, and they had some really awkward feelings to work through. But it's because their heart wasn't open to love. So the more that your heart is open to that love frequency, the more divine love could come in. And the divine love was like, purge this stuff, and some of us were really hanging on to it. And we had darkness over our hearts. And so this love energy was coming and going, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out with the dark energy. And that's why we felt weird. It's nothing bad, but some people went into fear. And they're like, why am I feeling this way? Why am I feeling oppressed? Why do I have this anxiety? Why can't I sleep? And it was just simply a flushing of energies. That's it. Very simple. And once you understand that, and once you become aware of it, it becomes so much easier. So, a big shout out to everybody who's seen me this week. I've been doing one-to-one sessions like crazy, attempting to get to each and every person to help them to purge these energies before the eclipse. Now, after the eclipse, it doesn't mean that we're going to be gone. I've had so many people say, is Armageddon coming? No. I have it on a good authority from my boss that the eclipse is just part of us purging our energies. You've got 4 planets in retrograde. You have the 2 major polarity energies of this planet coming together and passing each other. Boop. The sun and the moon. Those are the ones that control the most magnetic resonant frequencies on this planet. And with 4 planets in retrograde, you've got this pull and push sensation. So you say, Deanna, what do I do? How do I navigate this? It's very simple. Go inside of your heart, or just take a moment and say, what's really upsetting me right now? What is it in my past that I haven't let go of? And just give it some thought. Or ask your spirit guides or God, spirit, or source to show you. But most of the people I've been talking to that have a lot of anxiety or are very irritated, when they stop to think about it, they can trace the energy back to something a long time ago that they never resolved. That's the idea. So if a parent or a sibling or someone pushed your buttons way back when and you haven't forgiven them fully or forgiven yourself, you're still holding a grudge against something or someone that happened, now's the time to release that. And you say to me, why would I want to release that? I've hated him this long, I can hate him a little longer. It's part of what's happening. We are being asked to go through the spiritual eye of the needle. If you haven't seen a needle, you might want to go to a sewing shop and take a look at one, or Google it, because that eye is really small. And we've been asked to take our beautiful, loving heart and go through that needle. And with love, it passes through easily. If you've got any excess baggage, that won't go through and you get stuck, kind of like one of those little cartoon characters that's really, really big, and he's trying to go through a little bitty hole and he gets the front part of him through and his butt's hanging out and somebody has to push him through. That's pretty much what's going on. So if you're ready to step through the eye of the needle, you're ready to let go of all that stuff and you don't know how, it's very simple. We have a tendency to make things harder than they really are. So ask yourself, do you want to carry the sorrow with you for the next few years? Do you want to carry that hurt? Do you want to carry that pain? One of my girlfriends once asked me, when I was complaining about somebody in my life over and over and over again, she asked me if I was charging rent to him. And I said, what? And she says, yeah, as much as you think about him, you got to charge him for the rent, for the space he's taking up in your head. But it's true. So what's taking up space in your heart and your mind that's not joyful or positive? Yes, there are bills. Yes, there are cars that break down. Yes, there's parts of being in this world. The 3D body, that's normal. That's natural. But what about the other things that you're carrying? Is there something you're hiding? Is there some sort of grief you have buried way deep down inside that you just keep pushing to the side and ignoring? Recently, I posted on the Facebook page a little picture that said, grief is like having two lives. One that appears happy and normal on the outside, and one that's dying on the inside. It's time to bring that bit out and nurture it and comfort it and be okay. Yes, there are a lot of different pains you can suffer in this world that almost seem impossible to get past. But you can. And that's what the energy of the eclipse is about. It's about pulling things back, breaking things away, and allowing your heart to shine through to build new things going forward. And that one new thing I would like for you to have is a relationship with God, Spirit, or Source, however that looks for you. That's your lifeline. That's from whence you came and when you will go back. That's where you go back to. Your spirit divine self returns to Source. And right now you're walking on Earth Mother, and she's so beautiful. And she supports us all. And a lot of times we just put toxins on her all over the place. Chemicals and all kinds of nasty things. And that's not good either. Soon that will come to an end. But I don't know when that date is. But the date coming up is for us to purge. For us to release. Let go. One other way to think of it is, if this is you and the person who hurt you sent you all this energy that hurt you and you've stored it up inside for a long time, that's now magnetic. And no matter where you go, the hurt and the pain is there. Once you release that person and forgive them, that energy turns around and travels away from you because it can't help but be repelled. And that leaves you sometimes feeling like an empty vessel. Fill the vessel with love. And sometimes people say, I don't know what love feels like because I don't think I've ever had it. Love is joy and peace and temperance and patience and all these beautiful fruits of the Spirit. Google it and find out what they are. Do a little research. In the meantime, sit in a quiet place and ask Spirit or Source to fill your heart with love and breathe. It's something you can't readily see, but you can feel it. When people have a session with me, they often leave my office feeling uplifted, like the weight of the world has been taken off their shoulders. And there's a reason for that. And that reason is because my superpower is love. Took me a while to find it, but I did. The love, I mean. And love can be your superpower too. Love overcomes all. It even overcomes the worst fears if we allow it to. That's the message. Yes, this particular eclipse, with all the planets in retrograde, only happens, from what I've read, about once every 1,000 years. And there's a reason for that too. That's almost 10 generations. Sins of the fathers repeat how many generations? So this is a time to be purged and healed and notice the good things. If you're still struggling and pondering, okay, how do I get love in my heart? What I'd like for you to do tonight, before you go to bed, is find a quiet place where you feel safe by yourself. And then out loud, I would like you to say, God, Spirit, Source, however that works for you, Mary, Jesus, I am thankful for the following things. And I'd like for you to start with being thankful for drawing a breath in and out, for being upright, because there's some people that can't get out of their beds. Be thankful for the beautiful clothes that you have, for a full head of hair. Some people don't have hair. For clean water to drink and healthy food to eat. For your family members. For the beautiful sky above and the beautiful earth below. Be thankful. And as you begin to think about things you're thankful for, your heart will open more and more and more. And that dark spot that's been on your heart, it'll eclipse and will travel away. And only the sun of love will be left. Again, if you know somebody who's struggling with anxiety or fear or phobia or not able to sleep and they're very restless, please share this video with them. They may or may not watch it, but at least you gave them the opportunity to know this is a happy time. It's not sad, and there's no reason for fear. My guidance tells me that things on the world scene won't be changing anytime soon. It's going to hold status quo for a while. Everybody's waiting to see who's going to move next on the chessboard and where. And what my guidance tells me is they're staring at each other. Neither one of them is making a move right at the moment. Okay? They're just staring at each other. The two political figures. Okay? That's it. It's simple and easy. I myself am going to leave the office here in a few moments, and I'm going to take the weekend off to refresh and restore myself, to look at my own inner darkness if I have any, and to clear it and remove it and heal it, and accept that I'm loved just as I am, even as I experience change. Big hug to everybody. Big love and kisses to everybody. Mwah. And if you want to join me on Monday, if that's your desired outcome, go to toolsofenergyprotection.com. Click on appointments. I'll have a couple of appointments Monday morning, but come eclipse time, I'm going to be one of those out there checking it out. I just want to see it. Want to give it an eyeball. And then on Monday night, I will be back at Tuesday night, I will be back at 6:30 for the Inner Circle Energy Shift to cover any and all questions, so bring them forward with you when you come. You can sign up for that on my website at toolsofenergyprotection.com. Energy Inner Circle, sorry. And other than that, Monday I'll have some appointments available, and Tuesday I will as well. And there is life after the eclipse, and we will go on. And you'll still be able to change, and you'll still be able to grow after the eclipse, and you'll still be able to connect to God's Spirit or Source. It's not the last day. I had somebody ask me that today. Is this the last day? No. It's just the easiest right now. And after the eclipse, we're going to be headed into our future. We're going to be headed into the next stage of things. And yes, you can still purge, and yes, you can still clean, and yes, you can still put yourself in a position to put things behind yourself. It'll just be a little different, a little bit more challenging. That's all. Have a great and wonderful night. Know that you are loved, and your guardian angels never leave you alone. Have a great night.